Culture is defined as the arts and other manifestations of human intellectual achievement regarded collectively. There are many different parts that make up the culture of one society, and it's important to understand what those parts are.
One is called a value cluster. Value clusters are similar values coming together to form a larger whole. Here's an example.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here we have the freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors all fighting about who is going to win this year's Spirit Week. Let's see how their values cluster together.
Seniors
Freshmen are the best.
The sophomores are the best.
The seniors, bro.
It's the
Freeze! You can't go over lunch, guys.
Wait. Aren't we all going to the same game and rooting for the same school?
You're right.
We should all be united together as one and go beat South together.
Together.
I agree. Me too.
Now they have realized that they share one common value, rooting for the same school. Hence, their values have clustered together to form one value cluster.
Another would be value contradiction. Value contradiction is when values contradict each other or can't or do not coexist peacefully. It is important to understand that there is conflict in society, and so some values will have to compromise with each other.
When society changes and values are challenged or modified, this change can happen slowly or abruptly, depending on the conflict. Here's an example.
Now, we have members in 3 different sports teams: the football team, the lacrosse team, and the wrestling team. They all have different values. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, yo, watch it. Where did you go? Hey, watch it. Football.
You know, if the lacrosse team's gonna use the bathroom, I'm not gonna use the bathroom. Fine, I'm using the bathroom.
No, that's fine.
They all value different things, so naturally, their values contradict.
I don't have to use the bathroom.
Although there are many different values that make up a culture of society, everyone values the ideal culture. An ideal culture is one that is focused on the success and achievement of its inhabitants. However, many individuals fall short of their expectations. Here's an example.
This is Carly. In her culture, it is assumed that she will apply to every single Ivy League in the country and get into every single Ivy League in the country. She's working hard on her applications and making sure she finishes at the top of her class. Let's see if she can achieve her goals.
Hey, Carly. Wow. Thank you for turning this in so early.
Carly continues to work very hard on her projects and assignments for school to make sure she maintains good grades. She anxiously awaits the decisions from all of the Ivy Leagues, so she checks her email that day. She gets into one of her Ivy Leagues. However, she fails to get into all the rest, failing to meet her expectations of the ideal culture. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. We hope to see you next week on Culture Update.